Thank you very much, and good morning to our viewers. I must say that this issue of the calendar or the school calendar is a major challenge to parents, to the school children, and even for us within the education sector. You know, education is to be made available for children to benefit and come out with what they wish to achieve in the future. So it should be structured in a way that will benefit all the stakeholders, in a way that parents will be comfortable, pupils or students will be comfortable, those of us within the ecosystem will also be comfortable. But as at now, if you ask me, I am at a loss as to what is even happening in terms of the academic calendar. Let's look at the parents. Where and when did they communicate with the parents concerning this particular new calendar? Was there any engagement with parents for them to appreciate, or they received the news on social media? I was surprised because parents will have to be part of these decisions and then prepare themselves, prepare their kids, and especially under this very difficult economic circumstance we find ourselves, to also prepare the resources needed for students to be comfortable to achieve whatever it is that they are doing in school. Now, let's pick it from this angle as well. Students, JSS graduates who are preparing to go to the SHS. The placement, is it out there? Are they ready? And yet we are told they are going next week Monday on the 20th. It's a major challenge. You see, when we are looking at these issues, let's look at a parent who, excuse me to say, is an illiterate and has a very stubborn child who wouldn't want to follow the norm, would want to do something else. And the child is in school, has come home. Instead of being in school, he tells the daddy, "Oh, mommy, we are on holidays." And so, meanwhile, the child is supposed to go to school. The parent will believe that the child is actually on holidays. And this is the time where the child can abscond and do other things to affect his education background without the clear knowledge and appreciation of the parent as to how the school calendar is going. There are a lot of issues. Now, parents have actually complained, and I have certain messages
that parents have shared with you in terms of what the calendar is doing to them.
And I want to read a couple of them.
Yes.
So one parent said, "Why can't the simple school calendar be planned at the beginning of the year once and for all?" Simply amazes me. This is a whole ministry, not sitting somewhere in a certain corner and simply sharing knowledge on social media is something that beats my mind. You know, I think this information came on the social media platforms without serious engagement. So a parent who receives these messages on social media, and you know, social media, some of the information that are churned out there can have issues around its credibility. So if parents are not part of this serious engagement and just receive messages from the social media platform, I mean, how will some parents receive it, especially those who are handicapped to appreciate the school calendar and the way it runs? I know government is in a rush to beat that 7-year deadline on the double track and the single track system to revert to the old system. But then there should be a systematic engagement. My brother is just talking about his personal problem. There are a myriad of problems that parents are having currently concerning these changes. So I will plead with the government authorities to really come clear, with clear timelines, reasons, and it should be something that parents and all the stakeholders should be able to work with, rather than these erratic changes that throws budget off gear, that throw parents off gear. Girls especially, when it happens like this, if you look at the calendar, are going to stay home for an awful lot of time, months. We are talking about issues around teenage pregnancy. During the COVID, girls, and in fact, the country had this whooping number of girls, you know, getting pregnant and getting them back to school. It's not a joke. So I am advocating that there should be a systematic plan involving parents, teachers, and those of us within the educational ecosystem to engage so that we know exactly how we are going when it comes to academic calendar. For now, I'll rest my case.